All right. So, Joe Beck's mantra is we are the best at getting better. And that is why I made it my personal mission to be a catalyst for change that brings up all boats. What that means to me is to be an example to my peers, to drive the success of all those around me. And I accomplished that mission. And I want to walk you through how, with an overview of my metrics, the direct business impacts that I've made, as well as how the internship program helped. So, just a brief overview of my metrics here. As far as coachability goes, I wanted to point out I noticed a 15% increase in efficiency week over week. Minus that 4th of July week where we had half the time, when I found my niche of what it means to be a good BD and a good intern and right in the middle, I became hyper productive with my time, leveraging the advice from my mentors. So I could focus on driving business impact. Jumping right in, first of which is I got creative, and I was able to shift my team's perspective with creative QR code prospecting techniques and unique video applications. Frank, you said it best. You got to know who you're selling to, and ours being CIOs, they're tech savvy. They like gadgets, and one in particular preferred a human touch. So we got creative, and we were like, why not send a video agenda instead of just an email? Which, by the way, had a resounding effect on rapport, and I'll touch on that in just a moment because I got excited when I saw QR codes popping up in white papers and discussions about putting them into mailing campaigns. And as an intern, if I can shift the way that my team thinks about prospecting, that is a huge win in my book. And I know that you saw the video that I sent to Reshma, CEO of Girls Who Code, and how she connected me with the CFO, but what you didn't see is how he ghosted me. So weeks go by, no calls, no emails, and I saw an opportunity to demonstrate my professional excellence. I tactfully navigated the conversation via email, conveying enough conviction to secure a meeting with not just the CFO, but also the manager of data and analytics for a must-win company. Accomplishing something in 5.5 weeks that the BD, whoever that was that owned it prior, didn't in 2 years. And lastly, that IndexFresh deal that's going on right now was the first cold call meeting that I set. Effectively meaning that I brought in a $74,000 opportunity to our team. And I built enough rapport on the front end that it made sense to my team to include me in the sales process like a video agenda. And the best compliment that I received throughout my internship came from that first call with Jessie from IndexFresh and Erica, when she asked, so here's our research findings. Is there anything in particular that resonates with you? And he felt compelled to share this with us. To Sean's credit, of the hundreds of sales calls I get a week, this is the first call I've decided to move forward on. And this all is resonating with me. As far as executive presence goes, I could not have asked for a better recommendation, especially one from a client of mine. So to wrap this up, how the internship program helped. Yeah, the training and floor balance was great. Gave me insight to how a BD performs well in the Gartner model. Also, the constant feedback with my mentor, sales managers, and leaders that I sought out within Gartner reassured me that I was on the right path all along the way. And these time constraints, as rough as they were, I used as a crucible to forge a level of professional excellence to make me better than I had ever been. I had to think differently. I had to get creative with the use of my time. And along this journey with my time and energy being pulled in every which direction, I had to think back to my long-term goals here at Gartner, which is to walk into management one day. And this whole internship experience served, after having some internal conversations, as a great representation of those time management challenges that I will face when I walk down that road. So speaking of time, I know I don't have the luxury to share with you these exciting stories in their entirety, which is why I made this report, which will tell you exactly how I navigated those conversations, cut my teeth on the sales floor, charted and tracked my personal performance data while making friends and finding mentors all along the way. So in closing, this whole experience was an incredible stress test to show not just what I can do, but what I'm made of. And the most exciting part is, I'm just getting started. So Frank, my question to you is, do you share in my excitement of what could happen when I'm fully plugged into this MSE machine and am given the freedom to focus and let it rip? Thank you.